What's up YouTube? Welcome to Automotive Life. My name is Lucky and today's video is all about why auction prices are so damn high. Now half of it is stupidity, the other half is just the market, but there's also a third factor that comes into play, which I'll go a little bit later on in this video. But before I do, if you guys could please do me a favor and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps me find more amazing people like yourselves that enjoy automotive content. Also, if you consider subscribing, I post great automotive content like this all the time. And without any more shameless plugging, let's get into the video. Today's video is inspired by all the idiots I saw today overbidding on cars. So Thursday is auction day here in Las Vegas and I go to Manheim and Adesa. On Fridays I usually go to Copart and Iaai, but today was all about Manheim and Adesa, and I got the privilege to watch all these knuckleheads run around, overbid on cars, complain about how they can't sell anything, how they can't get anything financed, they're overpaying for stuff and they're upset about it, but they don't stop overbidding. They keep buying more and more cars. The stupidity level is so high, it's ridiculous. I can't even put it into words, but I could definitely put it in the writing. Let's go to the whiteboard. So I had to bring out the whiteboard just to write up and give you guys an idea of some of the reasons why the auction prices are so high. So we're going to start off with one of the first phases. First phases is basically the dealers. So we have ND, which is new dealers. We have SD, which is stupid dealers. And then we have CL, which is credit lines. The new dealers, they keep overbidding because they don't know any better. This is what they've known for the last 1 to 2 years. And that's one of the biggest things that we're trying to teach you guys is not to overbid. If everyone's buying all your cars, it's okay to not have a lot of inventory, to wait it out, to be patient, because stuff's gonna happen. You're gonna cherry pick a few deals. It's okay to wait. Don't feel like you have to buy, like you have to keep up with the stupid dealers. Stupid dealers is pretty self-explanatory. They're the same knuckleheads that stand there and hold their hand out like this and just let the guy bid it up. They think they're cool because they're beating everybody and I got money, I know how to bid, blah, blah, blah. They don't know shit. Stupid dealers are pretty much killing the industry. A lot of these guys are only surviving because of this, which is the credit line. I basically help dealers get flooring lines now, so this way they can maximize their profits, get more vehicles, and this way if they tend to grow, this will give them the opportunity where they can expand. The downfall is all the stupid dealers and some of the new dealers have these massive credit lines, and they keep overbidding on cars because to them, you know, oh, it's only $100 more, it's only $500 more, where the old school guys that are paying cash do not overbid on cars because it's their own money. They don't want to risk it. Where these knuckleheads, you know, the new dealers, unfortunately, they don't know any better. The stupid dealers, they don't care because they just see, you know, well, I got a $2 million credit line. I'll just keep bidding it up, bidding it up. Don't be this way. The next thing that's screwing up our market is MMR. Every dealer lives and dies by MMR. You can watch these mindless zombies walk around with their cell phones. As soon as they see a car, they run up to it, they scan it, and whatever MMR says, that's what they bid on it. So if MMR says on this whatever S-Class, the price is worth $50,000, they're literally going to scream, oh, I'll bid $50K. Not knowing any better because all they do is they look at the stupid application and they think that that's the price. What they don't know is MMR gets a sampling of, let's say, 5-6 cars, and they're all selling for $50K, $49K, maybe this one sells for $55K. But you don't realize is that the grade on all these cars are probably 3.5 and higher, where maybe the one you're looking at is a 2.5. 2.5 condition report means that the car is not as clean as the rest of these. But MMR will basically take the average of these and spit out a number, which is $50,000. So the knuckleheads that actually are buying are paying $50,000. They just throw up their hand, 50K, because the app said so. The other bad thing is, let's say all these ones have AMG packages on them, appearance packages, and this one doesn't. MMR doesn't give you an exact breakdown in VIN. It doesn't break down a lot of the other models and the other lot of features. So you're overpaying for this car. So now you're maybe $6,000 to $7,000 overpaying for a car. This is the stupidity that we have to deal with. So I'm actually teaming up with an app that's going to show you guys how to buy cars, the right pricing, don't fall into the MMR trap, because guess who owns MMR? The auction. Guess who wants you to pay more money for your cars? The auction. So what do? MMR is the price. Here it goes right back there. Monkey see, monkey do. If the dealers see that MMR is 50K, they're going to bid 50K, and they're not even going to second guess it. The app that I'm going to show you guys next week is going to blow your mind. It's really amazing. I've been using it for about a year now, and we're working on kind of a partnership, so this way we can bring it to you guys. Already a bunch of my students have it. You guys know what I'm talking about, so stay tuned for this one. So this is one of the reasons, the first reasons why our prices are so high at the auction. Let's get into the second one. Okay, the next one is lack of inventory from dealers, all the franchise dealers. Usually what happens is all these franchise dealers, Ford, Chevy, Honda, Toyota, take their trade-ins and they send them down basically to the auction. And then all of us little independent dealers all buy their trades and then we sell them on to you guys. Unfortunately right now, a lot of the franchise stores don't normally get their supplied normal vehicles because of what happened in COVID. So they're running low on inventory. So normally they get rid of all their trades or stuff that doesn't fit in their parameters and they get rid of it. Now they're keeping everything. They're not sending those cars down to auction. Most of these franchise dealers are getting 100 to 300 trade-ins every single month, which feeds us independents our inventory. So now all of a sudden you take this away. Okay, well this guy's no longer bringing in cars, this guy's no longer bringing in cars, and instead of this guy bringing in 50 cars, he's only going to bring in 10. Maybe them 10, maybe them 10. So we went from 100 cars every auction down to 10. So what this does is it creates a frenzy at the auction. You know, the franchise stores we all like to buy from because franchise stores don't screw with their cars like independents. So a lot of us like to buy from franchise stores. But now we're all fighting over the exact same 10 cars. So what does that do? It makes the market price go up, which basically increases MMR. So now it's supply demand. We're all a bunch of idiots fighting over the exact same 10 cars. Now I'm not saying you can't find a good deal with these cars. You know, I take my time, I buy the right ones and I just wait. But unfortunately, right now, people are just going stupid and they just keep buying and buying and buying. So after this, oh, also too, the banks, same thing. A lot of the banks had programs due to COVID. So they have their forbearance programs and their COVID-19 programs where, like, even my bank for my car called me and said, Mr. Lopez, would you like to have 6 months of free payments if you're suffering from COVID? They offered it to me. So this means they're probably getting kickbacks from either the state, the government, to let you guys breathe a little bit on your car payments, which is a good thing because it helps some people that are in really need. But it hurts us dealers because now, guess what? Same thing. That supply and demand, it's killing the supply. Bank repos are really, really low. There's not a lot of bank repos. There's not a lot of independent or franchise store trade-ins. It's just shrinking now. Like I said, it's a feeding frenzy, supply and demand. The very last thing that's driving up the prices, I got SB, which is our stimulus ballers, and UB, which is our unemployment ballers. I've never had so many people that made $10 an hour show up with $5,000, $6,000 in their pocket, ready to put down on a bunch of cars. We've had the highest amount of down payments I've ever seen before in the industry. We got people literally showing up with $10,000, $20,000. Oh, I got my stimulus and my unemployment, so I got 10K. I got 10K. So guess what happens? A lot of these people are out buying cash cars as well. So once again, what does that do to the used car market? Supply and demand. It shrinks it. We used to have people all the time that are on Craigslist. I've been trying to sell my car for 6 months. I can't sell it. I'm going to trade it into the dealer and get a new car. Now they're not doing it. Now these guys, these stimulus ballers and these unemployment ballers are buying everything. So once again, supply and demand. It keeps going down and down. And then what happens? The price keeps going up and up. It's ridiculous. It's this very self-fulfilling prophecy, this endless cycle of BS and stupidity is what's causing our market to go nuts right now. So people are making fun of us because I'm not buying any cars. I'm just waiting. And everybody's like, oh, but your lot's empty. You're not going to have enough cars. Because I also buy for other dealers. That's one of my other things, which I'll explain in another video. And I won't even buy for them. I refuse to because I don't want my friends to get stuck with a bunch of overpriced cars. Because right now, MMR is extremely high. It's the highest it's ever been. Just like the real estate market's the highest it's ever been in Vegas, as well as the stock market's the highest it's ever been. And there is more money out in the world, or actually in the US, than ever's been before. So all these factors basically scream a miniature bubble. I know some of the people are like, it's not gonna happen, Lucky. The economy's gonna blow up. We got, Dogecoin that's gonna go through the roof to the moon. I'm telling you right now, all this shit's gonna explode. And I'm just sitting back waiting because I wanted to buy an R8 for myself. I was looking at them about 6 months ago. They're about $120,000 to about $150,000. Now they're like at $160 to $170. My car that I bought almost a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, is worth more today than it was when I bought it. And I put 20,000 miles on my car. That just lets you know that the market right here is going up. Oh, and I didn't even explain the best part. Guess who owns Kelley Blue Book? KBB. Manheim. Manheim owns the auction. Manheim owns Kelley Blue Book. Manheim owns Auto Trader. So just in case if you guys are conspiracy nuts, you can kind of see it's almost like a monopoly. Not quite just yet, but it's almost getting there. So like I said, it's just a self-perpetuating system of overpaying for cars. So please be patient. Buy correctly, and there's nothing wrong, like I said, with sitting with your lot open and empty, because I'd rather have you have 10 cars that you're good in, that you're back at book, instead of being like these knuckleheads overbidding for stuff. I gotta have cars, Lucky. I can't make money unless I have 30, 40 cars on my lot. And then guess what happens when this MMR drops? Because I'm already watching, they're still overbidding, but a lot of the dealers are no longer accepting their bids. They're holding out for higher ones. So I keep seeing the same cars going over and over again. And it's just that supply is gonna build up, and eventually the dealers and the banks are gonna realize that they can't get full price, and they're gonna start letting stuff go. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you feel like you learned anything, please smash the like button. I truly appreciate it. Once again, if you want to subscribe, I truly appreciate it as well. Also, if you have any comments, put them in the section below. I'll answer any of your questions. I answer everything myself personally. If I talk too damn fast, I apologize. Answer the questions or ask me questions in the bottom. I'll answer every single thing. Also, follow us on Instagram at automotive.life. And I guess we'll see you next time.